Here we see in Bible times, just up front and center in our lives, idol practice or idol worship or idolatrous worshiping practices by Jewish people. They're supposed to be serving the one and true God, not worshiping idols, but here they were worshiping idols. As a consequence, they fell into total disobedience to the laws of God, total sinfulness. God then withdrew his presence, so to speak, that they became prey, P-R-E-Y, to groups like the Midianites and the Amalekites, and so they ravaged their community and oppressed the Jews. So God raised up a guy. He tells him first, Gideon, you're a mighty warrior. So God's telling him, I want to make you new. I want to make you somebody different. I want to use you as a man of power. First thing though, Gideon, I want you to kill your father's bull. That second bull that he'd fattened up and ready to sacrifice to Baal. And by the way, Baal was the god of the climate or god of the seasons. In fact, historically was known that they thought that one of Baal's weapons was the lightning. And so when lightning struck in the sky, they were saying Baal was throwing a weapon at someone. And so the Asherah pole was a female deity, and so the Asherah pole was represented a god of the sea. And so when you see Asherah pole and a Baal altar, they said that is a divine couple. So I want you to see how warped they became in their thinking. And then the bull was to be sacrificed to Baal and to Asherah. God says, no, kill the bull. I want us to fast forward now to our modern times. We don't necessarily see idols the way the Bible paints a full picture, even in New Testament times. Because in this day, we look at the idols like wooden artifacts and iconic symbols, and that's an idol. And so if I said to someone, hey, I think money is your God, you'll never see them in Chase Bank, oh, money, I worship you. But we can use the phrase, and we all know what we mean when we say this person, their God is money. What we're really saying is idols are images of the mind and of the heart that receive our obedience and our devotion. And do you realize then, like what Paul told the church at Colossae in Colossians 3 verse 5, it's desires can then be synonymous with idols, behavior patterns. In fact, here's what Paul says. You must put to death then the earthly desires at work in you, such as immorality, indecency, lust, evil passions, and greed. For greediness is a form of idol worship. So idol worship is not necessarily bowing down in front of a statue. Idol worship is when you make something bigger and more important in your life than God. And that then becomes a symbol of idol worship or idolatrous practices, which in essence then, you need to kill your father's bull if you're going to become all that God's called you to become.